My lens. I need to get replace my lens. I do want to apologize for the blurriness. But yeah, I just finished into the aquarium. Got there like before the last entry. Didn't know I have a membership when I got the membership at the beginning of the year. For the Black History Month. And then, people choose keys. Then I decided that I wanted to get a membership because it was the beginning of the year, and I wanted to venture out and explore what they have to offer. So I'm here in Long Beach. I'm just enjoying the vibes. I'm not gonna stay long. I'm not that hungry. Yet. I'll probably be hungry in like 30 minutes or so. But it's unique because I usually park over at like the shoreline, pretty much at the edge of downtown, and then make my way here. But since I left the house really late and I wanted to get here before 7, I had to park a lot closer. And I kind of realized how far I walk every time. Like 2 weeks ago when they was having the Warped Tour. It was crazy last time. It was so hard to find parking. So you really have to be checking, events that are going on in Long Beach. What's going on there? It's kind of funny. I had a bunny head. Yeah, I've been here a lot of times and I never get tired of Long Beach. Long Beach is just so beautiful. Honestly, one of my favorite cities. Period. Hello, how are you? Just here chilling. Just came back from the aquarium. The aquarium. I didn't record because I was in a hurry. I just wanted to check out some of the exhibits I didn't get to go to last time. I apologize for that. Yeah, it was nice. They had I seen some of the sea turtles, some ducks. Of course, they're having a starfish exhibit. Oh, thanks. I appreciate that. I mean, I'm kind of local to Long Beach, so I do come here quite a lot. I came here in February, and they had this. I went on that. No, that's a lie. I went on some sort of boat tour. I have not been on the Aqualink yet, but I will go in there sometime soon. I said I would go last summer. I didn't go, but I really do want to go this summer. That's funny. Not in this water. You already know it's dirty. Now with all these boats, the pollution, and then the massive harbor, Long Beach Harbor, St. Peter Harbor. I'm not trying to get sick. Over here, though, it's pretty nice to come during New Year's Eve. We spent the last 2 New Year's Eve here. And then that's the lighthouse. The view is really pretty nice. And then over there you got oh gosh, you have Queen Mary. I have not, sorry about that. I haven't been in Queen Mary yet. That's about it though. So thanks for stopping by. To get my lens fixed, so I apologize for the blurriness. Yeah, 2 weeks ago they had the Warp Tour. I didn't even know what that was. And parking is really, really bad. No, yeah, it is. It's really, really nice. Really nice. Um, I mean, even just, standing by and watching fireworks along the shoreline is really beautiful. But yeah, I mean, let's see, you can stay in a boat right here, dockside, boat in bed. I feel like they do. Ouch. They do have some rules though. I forget which rules. Yeah, Gladstones. I think they have live music tonight, or they have live music last night. I don't remember too well. Oh yeah, by the way, I will be going to back San Diego a couple weeks, a few weeks. So stay tuned for that. I always like going to San Diego, but this time I will be going with my family. So I'm just trying to see. Yeah, this. I gotta get my camera lens fixed, so I apologize for the blurriness. Oh yeah, yeah, I love New York. I'm actually from New York. New York is beautiful. I mean, if you're talking about the five boroughs, it's beautiful. If you can, Manhattan's really expensive, but if you go a good time, yeah, I really hope you can go soon. It's the food, the culture, the transportation, it's just amazing. I mean, I have family there, but I tend to not stay with them, but I do visit though. Yeah, there's so much to do there. Yeah, it's amazing. It's probably the best in the country. Joe's Pizza, that's where it's from. But there's just plenty of places where you can go and eat. Yeah, it's incredible. So I mean, I hope you can go soon. I don't know if I'm gonna go this year, but I went the past couple of years during Christmas time, and I think I might have some footage from that. Yeah, I did a couple live streams like at Central Park. It's Times Square, like on Christmas Day. I usually don't go during Christmas. I mean, New Year's Eve because it's really, really expensive. It's when the ball drops and stuff, and I just don't even bother. Plus, I like spending New Year's Eve with my family. So I always come back like the day before, like New Year's Eve, and then just spend that time with my family. Yeah, you should do that if you're in Times Square. If the people come up to you, don't they may expect you to leave a generous tip or donation. Because there'll be like a Spider-Man or Super Mario that may come and kind of photobomb your picture. They can kind of be scamish, not all of them. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff to do, even on a budget. There's a lot of cheap eats. So I mean, I hope you can go soon. But I will say this: the food. I mean, the hotels and stuff are very expensive. I mean, if you want to stay in a decent location like downtown Brooklyn or Manhattan, I expect to pay at least $200 per night. That's how much I paid, the last couple times. Like I stayed at the Hilton and it cost me about like about $210 per night, and that was a good deal, given that it was in Manhattan. Manhattan can easily go between like $300 to $500 per night. I wouldn't say it's dangerous. It really, I mean, this goes for any city or any area you visit. There's always gonna be, the safer areas and the not so safe areas. But as far as like, downtown Brooklyn and Manhattan, those are your safe places to go and visit. I like it. I mean, I love it. Born and kind of raised. So yeah. I hope you can go soon. It's really nice. If first time visiting, I recommend going staying somewhere in Manhattan. If it's too expensive, then try and go to downtown Brooklyn. And you can take a lot of trains straight into Manhattan. Yeah. What is this? Somebody's underwear? It's gross. Yeah. It's probably why I like Long Beach so much, because it kind of, well, I mean, it's urban. So, well, yeah, just like here in Long Beach, downtown Long Beach is relatively safe. Of course, don't be going anywhere late at night. Just watch your surroundings. There are some sus people. You can also say the same thing about in Long Beach. They also have it's more so North Long Beach. It's quite dangerous, depending on where you go. So yeah, go to New York. I recommend it. All right. Where we go next? They have the foo-foos. Yep. Oh, some live music. Foo-foo. Fire department. Every time I'm here, I do try and stop the Hiats. That's where I went a couple weeks ago. I don't think I did a live stream because I already recorded a lot in the aquarium. I mean, I was kind of underestimated the size of the hotel. I mean, the size of the Warped Tour event. It was so crazy. It took me 30 minutes to find parking. So that I wouldn't recommend. When you visit Long Beach, especially during the summer, please make sure and check to see if there's any events going on. Especially if you have a car and you need to park your car nearby. Because, man, I learned the hard way. And then the time before that, it was around the first day of summer, at the beginning of summer in June. I came here and I wanted to go to the aquarium. But there was another 21 and over event going on at the Queen Mary. And I got stuck in traffic. It took me over 30 minutes to travel 2 blocks worth of traffic. It was crazy. So then I ended up parking far because I didn't want to pay for parking. Plus I knew parking was going to be near impossible to find. And then I went live and it was already too late to go and visit. So even if it's just for a quick visit, just do your due diligence if you don't want to have to deal with the hassle of traffic. Here we are. But I think I'm gonna go over there and then I'll head up to the Hyatt. will say this though, if you can, if you're out and about and you're not really staying anywhere near Long Beach, I do recommend just checking out the Hyatt. Their lobby is pretty much open to anyone. Just try not to stick out like a sore thumb. But it's a really nice lobby. But we'll see it in a second. But I do like their lobby. They have a restaurant, they have a bar. That song. Yeah, they have a lobby, a restaurant, restrooms, very clean restrooms. I do recommend. It really came in handy during New Year's Eve. She didn't hear it from me. Prices, are hotel prices, so that's one thing. With all this music, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna get copyrighted. So everyone's playing. Playing that music so loud. I also like doing these live streams because it forces me to get exercise. And just walking but still exercise, Other times the day will be over and I'll have like at least 10,000-15,000 steps, sometimes even 20. Yesterday I got to go to Manhattan Beach with my niece. That was very nice. That was the first time, I think, going to a beach. Let me see. Huh. Oh yeah, I'm a girl. I know I have a deep voice, but I am a woman. I'm a whammon. A whammon with a deep voice. I am of the female gender. Just to clarify. But I am a man, like, during the late hours, okay? So I'm a female right now, but I'm a male at like 11:59 onward. Just for safety reasons. We came here to Tequila Jack's last year with me and my couple of friends. We got mocktails, and I don't remember if I got a burrito. I think it was a burrito. It was really good though. The prices are reasonable given that it's, on the beach. So you have the porch. I don't know if I went to. Luckily that hasn't happened. But I try to stay in places where there's a lot of people. I do not like to wander off on the deep end. But oftentimes I do spend time with some male friends. And I have, a few older brothers. So, yeah, I always try and stay places where there's a lot of people. I don't like to wander off into places that don't have a lot of people. And also all the places I visit are relatively safe, so I try and, that's something you do have to worry about, being a woman. Look, boo-boo. I need a big horse. Give me some chocolate and no one gets hurt. Chocolate! Live band. Today's Saturday. Oh my God, look at the moon! It's hard to see. I can't all the way. Sorry. If you can though, anybody just look up at the moon. This is the last full moon of the summer. The next full moon is gonna be during it'll be the harvest moon. Yeah, woo! Yeah. Oh look at here, another live band.
Like, that's my favorite one.
Yeah. Bathrooms are truly a hit or miss. And that's why I like going to the high end. It's way cleaner. And it's usually never a line. There's a chance that my mother may call. May just have to pause. We have some visitor in town and just want to make sure they're okay. So in case, she calls back, we may have to pause. But I'll still keep going since we're right near the Queen Mary. And after this, I'm gonna make a U-turn. Swan bird. I didn't even know that place was called Rainbow Lagoon. Park is Lighthouse. Park is like, it's pretty nice. It actually does look pretty nice. guess anyone can walk there. Certainly not walking up there alone. Yeah, oh yeah, park around there. I always avoid trying to pay for parking because one thing about Los Angeles is, oh my god, parking, you gotta pay. The gas is pretty expensive, but we're used to that. But then you always have to pay for parking, even on like a lot of streets, and it adds up. So I try not to pay for parking if I can. I don't even mind if it means walking further, getting exercise anyway. All on this side. And the thing is, a lot of those hotels and stuff charges a lot of money for parking. Like an upwards of 50, 60, 70, or even like $70 per night. I can't. It's not good. I won't venture out as further as I typically do. And that's only because I parked pretty close to everything today. Because I had to if I wanted to make it to the aquarium on time. I couldn't find my headphones.
My friends excited if they keep my feet rising, cause I always like to keep it up.
Nobody needs to know. Do I? Maybe. I mean, yeah, I am from New York, and I've also been here in LA for a long time. So if anything I say, I have like a mixed accent. Also, my family's from the Caribbean too, so yeah, I'd say it's a mixed accent. Yeah.
You're from Turkey? Yes, where you go? I'm from Turkey.
So he's from Turkey, but he doesn't speak Turkish. I think he said he speaks Farsi. Oh yeah, the locks. Plenty of locks. I think it can get heavy, so they do remove some of the locks sometimes. It's kind of sad. This used to be someone who passed away. They used to be like the bird whisperer or something, but they passed away a few years ago.
That's what I'm telling you. Hey, we go to the homeboy the car. I call him to the every day. Me?
Check out the Hyatt. And then I guess farthest I'll go today is probably the terrace, and then make my way back. When I mean the terrace, I mean the terrace theater. They have a big, beautiful theater. Well, it has a big, beautiful entryway with fountains and everything. I mean, it tends to be quiet around, I guess when there's no event going on. But they'll have events, and then that takes up like most of the entryway. Also, it seems dang near impossible to get a reservation here at Yard House. I'll be coming here, like, try to come here 3 times. I've never sat inside before. I did go to Yard House once though, but that was in Brea. Oh, it's still that building over there was part of the aquarium. But it's not. Hyatt Regency is probably one of the nicest hotels here in Long Beach. Definitely not the cheapest. One night could easily cost up to an average like $300 or $400 a night. It is very nice though. I really, really enjoy it. But I haven't been. I remember, my mom turned 50 recently. Well, kind of recently. And I wanted to do something for her, the big 5-0. And then she, did go with the Hyatt brand. But I didn't go to Long Beach because it was too far. But I did go to Hotel Figueroa. It was really nice. Really nice. I have like a little, I have a video of what it looked like. I got like a junior suite. And it's pretty cheap too. That's because I visited during the weekday. I think the AMC is still there. Or you remember correctly. Beside the showroom. I remember watching Catfish and then seeing one of the episodes where they lied and said that they were from like the 2 ladies didn't know each other, but they lied because they wanted to get like a free ticket, and they came and visit. They saw each other in Long Beach. To the
Swan song.
moon. Oh yeah. This hotel, I'm so tired. The Hyatt is actually directly connected to the Long Beach Convention Center, which is straight ahead. It's very, very great. Very, very good. for moments. I mean, for people who aren't in town for the events. And then actually here in the mall, the Shoreline Village, they have a place. They have the Hyatt Centric. They also have a pool. It tends to be quite cheaper, maybe like $100 cheaper than Hyatt Regency, but of course there's more amenities here at this one. At least it feels like it. The rooms may be slightly bigger too, or at least it feels like it. But one thing for sure, the views are better here at the Hyatt, depending on which room you stay in. This could be your view if you stay at the bay, the bayfront side of the room. And this looks like a elevator, but unfortunately it's not. I'm so tired. Those stairs really got to me. I'm carrying a heavy bag too. They got a pool. On the other side they have a hot tub. Over here they have the little swan rides. I don't know how much it costs because I always tend to come here. I don't know. I'll come here with people who probably don't know about it or just don't want to do it. But it would be fun to do with somebody else. Oh, and by the way, in this, they call it the Rainbow Lagoon. I just learned about it. Maybe man-made, I'm not sure. But they do have some sea life, marine life in there. Rays and you can see ducks in there. See fishies, seaweed, kelp, all sorts of stuff inside that lagoon. I think it's man-made, but I could be wrong. Found out about that last year. I'm gonna walk around this convention center. And, I think that's also part of the convention center. Convention center, it's actually really big. Downtown Long Beach is actually quite sparse as well. I usually just come to the shoreline area, but yeah, there's quite a lot of bustling nightlife deeper into downtown. So I'm gonna be honest, like the last few times I went to Santa Monica, it hasn't been as lively as I thought it would be. And I think it's because the price, things are just more expensive now, but also, I think it's just mainly tourists who go and visit Santa Monica now. I'm gonna be honest with you, it does make me kind of sad seeing how much it changed from what it once used to be. It's kind of break my heart. I used to go to school in Santa Monica. I used to see how I used to go down to the Santa Monica place, the promenade, the pier. Now I'm sure it's bustling now since it's the weekend, but like one time I went there on Friday evening and there was hardly anybody on the promenade. And a lot of businesses that used to be there are now gone. I had a whiny friend who always didn't like how much Santa Monica's changed, but now I see. But instead of complaining, I just try and go other places where it's lively. And also for safety reasons too. Here's the Long Beach Convention Center. And I guess in a few weeks we'll see the San Diego Convention Center, and where the massive annual San Diego Comic Con is usually held. any potential Comic-Con goers for next year. If you can, try and stay near in the Gaslamp Quarter or near the Gaslamp Quarter if you want to just not have to travel too far. Oh, it's the Cinemark. Cinemark, you can come here, watch a movie. I mean, I haven't seen. I'm not a big movie goer. Usually just go with family or friends. But it seems like they strategically wait until I'm out of town to go and see movies. So therefore, I haven't seen a lot of movies this year. They do. I think they have a Hilton hotel over here at the edge of downtown, but the reviews are not very stellar. I checked. Yeah, they have the Westin. Westin's over there. I think they have a Courtyard by Marriott that's also nearby. Of course, in there, we kind of passed it. They have the Hyatt Centric, which is, obviously part of the Hyatt brand. Certainly a lot cheaper than the Hyatt Regency. Yeah, I do have to set aside a larger space of time to go and venture out and, see more of downtown. I have last year. I think that's when I discovered that, recording vertically would get more viewers in. I remember I was like live streaming for 3 hours, and then there was something wrong with the connection, and then I decided to go live again for like another hour. And man, whew, I was like, okay, well, vertical it is. I think that may be the Fairmont Hotel. I think they have them kind of all over the world. I know they have one in Montreal. Might have one in the UK, I could be wrong. Look how pretty this looks. Yeah, that whole Warp Tour really got the city getting, excited, and I think they recently passed a law or bill that made it possible where Olympic minimum wages are going to be, it went from like $17.90 something, and now it's $25 an hour. So imagine, making over $7. That's like more than a third of your paycheck in a short period of time. That's really, really good. And I think it might be for the people who may be working, within places where they hold large events. I could be wrong. If it's permanent, that's great. I wouldn't mind paying a little bit more if that means people can get a livable wage in Long Beach. Because, man, I know for a fact it is not cheap to live here. I mean, look, it's beautiful. Now, once again, I know Long Beach is very big, and there's also a lot of places that aren't the safest, so you really do have to watch where you're going. But for the most part, downtown Long Beach is pretty safe. Just, try not to stay out too late. Just advice. Ooh, but the gas lamp though, I love the gas lamp quarter. places. And, woo, but of course, that's in San Diego. But from the last few times, like I stayed there last year, I stayed at the State Pineapple, and that's a place that really emphasizes on the color yellow as it, you know, color yellow is associated with happiness, but also it really, um, put a lot of focus on warm hospitality and also, dog friendly and family friendly things to do. So I do recommend the State Pineapple. Even the Gaslamp Quarter, yeah, the nightlife is like bustling and stuff, and you also do have to watch where you're going, because there are some sketchy people at night. But for the most part, I felt pretty safe over there. And a lot of the hotels are great, but you do have to check the ratings and make sure if you're a light sleeper, stay stay away from the places that don't have great soundproofing. I learned that the hard way in Vancouver, Canada. I had to cancel a lot of hotels because it just turned out to be a solo trip. But the place I stayed, recommended if you're staying on the first floor. Because they made me pay like right then and there. I'm like, don't you already have my card? It's kind of weird. So yeah, just do your research. It was really loud. If you're gonna be staying near the action, just maybe stay a little further away from the action if you want to get a good night's rest, or stay at a place that has really good soundproofing. And this is what I was talking about. Oh darn. Was this? Oh, I think they probably have a show, a little water show every hour or something. Oh yeah, you can also take the train. I think that's where you embark on the train. That's the Metro, LA Metro, and that'll take you all the way to Azusa in the valley, San Gabriel Valley. I think it's closer to Pomona, if I remember correctly. I know it goes far, and they're actually trying to expand it even further. I think it might go to Pomona or somewhere else, I forget. But yeah, that goes to Union Station. So you could go from downtown Long Beach all the way to downtown Los Angeles to Union Station. Very beautiful. I have been there before. And I think I do have a couple live streams in Union Station. I'm not gonna lie, some people were acting kind of weird in the comments, so I had to private it. Oh yeah, the Westin. That's what I was talking about. The Westin Hotel. That one is also quite expensive. Actually, very expensive. Whew. There's the Marriott. You walk straight. Oh yeah, Fairmont. You walk straight, and it'll take you to all those places we passed by. There's maybe the financial district, because I see a lot of baked buildings. And I usually park closer to where that taller building is. Because that's where it's easier to find parking, and it's overall pretty, yeah. Man, I don't want to pay $16 for parking. Good moon. Yeah. They do have a tree lighting ceremony, usually at the beginning of December. Maybe it's in late November, but it's very, very beautiful. Yeah, it's usually like beginning of December. They'll even have stuff for like Halloween here. It's really, really nice. Yeah. So if I remember correctly, I think all of this might be a part of, still might be all a part of the convention center. If not, then I know for sure this might be another performance hall or something. And they are doing construction on an amphitheater. They might do something that's more permanent than the huge success of the Warped Tour. So they're really, you know, hitting heavy on just getting, just a bunch of stuff. Um, trying to host more events here in Long Beach. So expect high prices during peak season. I don't know if they have a Long Beach Comic Con, but I could definitely see them having one, given that it would honestly be a perfect place to have a Comic Con. You know, there's plenty of hotels nearby. Um, it's very similar to Long Beach in terms of like the climate, first and foremost. The scenery, they have their downtowns. The downtowns near the beach or near the bay. The only thing about San Diego is that most of downtown San Diego don't really have swimmable areas. But yeah, I think that's why I love both of these cities. Yeah. This is also, they have a gym here. I don't know if they have a pool. I'm loving the outdoor space. I know it ain't cheap, for certain. This place is usually kind of empty. Yeah, it's somewhat lively tonight. It's more low-key though. There's some foot traffic, but there's not a lot of foot traffic in this area. There's also a lot of beautiful trees and plants here. It's very lush. They have lantana. They have, I've seen a strawberry tree. I think that might be a strawberry tree where it grows like this fruit. It's very good. Their steakhouse opened up pretty recently. And I'm not sure if this is part of the steakhouse or if this is a different restaurant. It's kind of hard to tell, but I think all of this is new. Yeah. I love Long Beach. Yeah, you go more into downtown, like on the streets and stuff, and they probably got karaoke and whatnot. I remember I came here with a friend, and we came across this Japanese restaurant we didn't like too much. I mean, we just kind of sensed it wasn't going to be that good, appetizing, so we just went to the Spanish restaurant. He enjoyed the food, which I was happy about, but I have dietary restrictions. But I was just, more concerned with him liking the food. Straight ahead is the Hyatt Centric. They have a rooftop pool. I think that's considered a 3-star hotel. And it doesn't have on-site parking. However, right next to it, you could get parking for as low as $16 to $24 a day. I know that seems like a lot. And it is kind of a lot, but compare that to $55, $65, $70 parking, and you'd be grateful. Yeah, it's so crazy. A lot of these places may only have like valet only parking. The places say that in downtown. Yeah, the Hotel Figueroa I was so happy because the place, um, what was it? Yeah, I was really happy because I have AAA, and AAA is not only good for, car service when you, booster or you need a spare tire change. It's great for traveling. Um, a lot of the bigger companies like Marriott, I think Choice Hotels, um, Hilton, Hyatt, all those hotels and stuff. They really, you can get a really good price with AAA, especially when you have AAA like California hot deals. You know, a hotel room was cheaper, reservation was cheaper, and most importantly, the hotel parking was free. And so because of that, or it was complimentary. So all in all, I saved at least $50 just by having AAA. So, when you're booking hotels, at least directly through the place, through the company that you're booking it for, as opposed to like those third-party apps, um, it can easily pay for itself. So that's what happened. Yeah. Once again, passing by the Long Beach Convention Center. This is definitely not a mini-ish. Actually. I wish they had a bridge that kind of takes you around. I think that would be great, because there's currently no bridge that takes you from the convention center straight to here. You'd have to go down and then into the shoreline. I think that's a really missed opportunity, given that there's two bridges, one here and then one over there. And that bridge kind of looks like hard to explain. We're gonna hang out in the lobby a bit. I am getting kind of thirsty. Hungry too, but a little bit more thirsty. Here's the Hyatt. Seriously, it's like right here. I think they even have a lower level too. But it's such a wasted opportunity to not have a bridge that takes you kind of all around. I think that's something they should consider, when as they're developing the place. I'm not staying here. I just want to always hang out in the lobby for a bit. I'm gonna have to be less conspicuous. The bathrooms and stuff are a lot cleaner. Yeah, I guess later in the night you guys to come through the front. They also, I'm sure they have some conference rooms here, so it's also be a great place to host like large events or fairs. Seating areas. seating areas. Guess you have to sign in. Plenty of charging ports. And here. Maybe I'll send you some things. There aren't a lot of high-end hotels to begin with, but in San Diego, downtown San Diego, there's only like 2 of them. And the Andaz, and then there's also the Grand Hyatt Manchester, the one right at the bayfront. And of course, they're not cheap, especially the bayfront one. Fitness center right off the lobby. That's cool.
You can even put yourself up to be able to better do.
Mushrooms. And I think this is the dining area with the menu. They serve some breakfast and stuff. It reminds me of a place we stayed at in Brussels. It was the Motel 1 in Brussels, Belgium. Honestly, that was like the highlight of the stay, because it was like a 4-star hotel, you know, with 2-star prices. It was really, really nice. So this area right here just kind of reminds you of the hotel we stayed at. Of course, this is a lot bigger. But based on the amenities alone here, I'd say, you know, whatever resort fees they have is definitely worth it. Unlike Vegas. You know, their whole shtick was, okay, when you pay the resort fee, parking is included. But this is stupid. Now you have to pay for parking on top of the resort fee. And you know, they charge for stuff. Because they'll still charge the resort fee even though, you know, the pool will be closed for like half of the year. So here I'd say the money will definitely go farther. Classmate who knew more about class. I think that's more like toxic substances, environmental, could be wrong. But that was definitely not an area of expertise. School coming up here, you know, I know they have access to more of the ballrooms, but it's also just a great place to go in and out. Okay. Yeah, not to bash on big. I'm sorry, but it's gotten way too expensive. Like I remember I went in like 2021 with some friends, and I stayed at the Bally's, or the Horseshoe, formerly known as Bally's, and it was a good price. Uh, the pool was closed, sadly, but the parking was included, and yeah, but unfortunately now the parking, you have to pay now it's like $50 a night for a resort fee, and you still have to pay like $20 to $25 a night for parking, and then you'll stay there during the winter time when all the pools and stuff are closed. So I'm like, if you're not paying, and it's like, okay, the casino, you still have to, you're still paying, you're spending money. So I can't even justify that as, you know, as basically a convenience fee, because you're losing money more often. The house always wins. I guess they may compensate you with complimentary drinks, but it's crazy. So yeah. Now I know here they have resort fees, but the pool and a lot of the amenities will be open year round. So it's nothing ridiculous like they have over in Vegas. I didn't mean to bash on Vegas, but I love Vegas. It's just become way too expensive. Like parking was free, and then me and my family went. Of course we had to pay. Like the hotel was maybe like three. We stayed at Planet Hollywood, and I think everything came up to like maybe $320. And of course I had to pay about, what was that, $200 or something, and fees and maybe taxes. And on top of that, we still had to pay for parking. It was like $18 or $20 a night. It was stupendous. Just straight stupid. Oh yeah. I know they lost a lot of money during the pandemic, but honestly, who hasn't? Most of us has. So this is why I like, that's why I kind of been eyeing more SoCal, or just staying in SoCal, because, we have casinos. They have Temecula. They don't offer complimentary drinks, but there's still casinos. Even like South Lake Tahoe, the odds of you winning is much higher. Probably spend like $5, and I won like 20 on the slot machines. And then also the drinks, offer great drinks at the complimentary. And like she said, the weather's a lot better when you're right near the beach, which means just better weather by proxy. You're not in the middle of the desert. And here, you're not stuck in the place where they jack up all the prices, because on the strip, everything is just a lot of money. A lot of money. Like I remember it was my 22nd birthday, and every year, I always go to Starbucks to get a free drink on my birthday. And that was like the only year that I wasn't able to get a free drink, because they said, oh, well, you would have to go up the strip. Because, like, okay, well, but I went to one Starbucks, like near the Cosmopolitan. It was 11. The line was really long, and then I went to another one, and then they told me like probably for a grande or a venti drink was like $11 or $12. I didn't want to pay for that, and I said, oh well, I have a coupon, for my birthday. They said, oh well, if we don't honor that coupon, you would have to leave the strip in order, to get a free drink. So yeah, expect to pay at least double the price as you normally would for anywhere else off the strip, including a Chipotle where they'll purposely give you a little amount of food. And, the only thing they really charge you extra for is like protein, guac, or queso. If you ask for more rice, more salsa or more corn, they're gonna charge you a lot of extra money. Like I ended up paying $13 for half of what I would usually get at your normal Chipotle. I was just so disgusted. I hate strip prices. Like they're so greedy with it, and it's strict inflation. It's strict inflation in its pure essence. Anyways, I'm done with the slander now. Vegas slander. Yeah, they have this Ferris wheel, pretty small. Plenty of food trucks that line up. This area. I do recommend just being careful because there was one time. This was like back in 2020, and it was like over there. Me and my friends went. We went bike riding, and all the way from like West LA to Long Beach, and it cost like we got some Mexican food, and I ate a little bit because we had to catch the last train back to LA. And then I smelled the food, and I was like, well, wait a minute, this doesn't smell right. Like the rice the rice did not smell very good. Here's the Cinder Mark. And I said, hey, don't eat just throw your food away, don't eat it. And he got food poisoning that same night. So, I'm not saying that's all food trucks, but you gotta be careful. Of course, we never went back to that same one again. Oh, and they have an ice cream shop. Ice cream parlor. Well, this 9:30. Not close, cause not close. After I cross, I'm gonna reach the parking lot. I'm gonna end it. Because I am hungry and I do want to get some of my favorite comfort food before I go home. And I just may have to take another Pepto-Bismol. It's going to West right now. It's even a miracle that I even left the house. It was probably just better to stay home. But I wanted to have the aquarium membership pay for itself, and which it did at this point. It's been, except the gifts I keep buying. This little reusable bag for only $1. Gold gym as well for like bodybuilders. Mass. Yeah, send the logo. love to see a gym that has a pool inside. I'll be going there like every other day. This is a furniture store. Kind of weird that they have them like right here. The shoreline, like the pump outlets. These are two. Oh. Tokyo Mako. Look the Hyatt. Well, pretty far. Oh, we got like 12,000. No, could be lying. Maybe like 9,000 steps. Once we reach the aquarium, I'm gonna end it because, yeah, I mean that's my part. Yeah, this was fun. This is definitely not a mini live stream. I had fun though. I always have fun coming to Long Beach. It's always a good time at Long Beach. It's like one of those few places where I never get tired visiting. You know. Sadly, that magic has worn. Oh, some beautiful chandeliers. Sadly, that magic has worn off. Santa Monica, and I know it's because I went to school there, but I've been here quite a few times already, and I just never seem to get tired of Long Beach. So I hope to keep this feeling because I really love Long Beach. You know, I've been coming here. I mean, the first time I came here was like 15 years ago. Now it's 10. And we went to the Aquarium of the Pacific. It looked a lot different back then. But I still loved it then. And I still love it now. So the magic definitely hasn't worn off. And yeah. I may be back next. I'm not sure when I'll be back, but I'll definitely be back within the next 2 to 3 weeks. I don't know if I'm gonna visit the aquarium again. I'm trying to do something. Bubble gum. Maybe I'll try and venture out more into downtown because I always tend to come here along the coastline and yeah. I think this might be their exhibit, Stars of the Sea. Anyways, I'm gonna end it because, you know, park here. So everyone, thanks so much for joining. Appreciate y'all for stopping by. Gonna go eat some bubble gum. No, but yeah, thanks for joining. I'm gonna get something to eat. I'm really hungry. So yeah, thanks for stopping by. I'm gonna go get something to eat, and I'll definitely go live again soon. Either back here or downtown or Culver City. When I mean downtown Los Angeles, but either this week or next week. Yeah. Anyways, y'all, thanks so much for watching and have a great weekend. Until next time.